This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and this is part 2 of my interview with Nanni from Finland. Unfortunately, for technical reasons, we can't actually show her interesting outsider artwork, which she collages with textiles and jewelry and various things that she recycles and puts into her art. But obviously I can give the, not a website, but the Facebook site. Anyway, Nanni, do explain how you got involved in this and who was your mentor?
Yes, my mentor is Anna Wildrose in Finland. She organizes workshops with this particular art form or technique, you could call it.
Does the technique have a name?
No.
Oh yes, you called, what was that movement?
Ite. Yeah,
Ite.
but it's really not this.
No?
We have our
No?
yeah.
Okay.
But Anna says, don't be afraid of glue. Or what do you call that when you put wallpapers on, this glue?
Oh yes, I can't remember.
Yeah, because that's what we basically use.
Yes.
So we use that first and then glue if it's like jewelry or heavy stuff.
Okay.
So she says that if you're not
Copydex, maybe.
Copydex, let's say.
Oh,
so she says, don't be afraid of glue, because when you put when you get your hands dirty, you take the elevator down to your childhood, the creative child, inner child.
Yes, the inner
playful child.
Yes.
And then you can, like, create anything. And she also says, don't be afraid of making something ugly. It doesn't have to be like pretty.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, chacun a son goût and all that.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, for example, this lovely necklace that you are, in fact, you're wearing two necklaces, which is now very fashionable in Turkey. It's basically it's crocheted flowers.
But they crochet with a needle. It's
Yes.
really like a very difficult handwork.
And basically you bought that so that you could chop it up and use it in your art. But that particular one you like so much that you kept
I
it.
don't. If they're like really nice ones, I don't chop them up.
Yeah, quite right.
But I bought loads of material from. I've been to 76 countries, and I got my inspiration from those.
76 countries?
Yes.
Wow.
I got my inspiration from my travel.
Yes.
From the handicrafts people make.
Yes.
From images I find in the local magazines, whatever.
Yes.
But very, very, very often work that women do in the countryside, like in Turkey.
In cooperatives.
Yeah, I've been to different cooperatives. I even want to start a cooperative with my Syrian refugee women.
Yes.
Where they can make an enterprise of their skills.
That would be brilliant.
In Sweden.
Hold on, there's a plane going over. Hopefully not a bomber plane. Oh, what a noise! What a noise! We're lucky we didn't have the Emma. I thought he was going to be...
It's a group of bicycles.
What? Bicycle group? Yeah. Well, everything happens in Antalya.
Yes.
Yeah, so back to Finland. What about in Sweden? Because you've moved to Sweden.
Yes, I moved to Sweden to be closer to my grandchild, Penelope, who's 1.5 years old.
Okay.
And I started to work with Syrian refugees in a small town, Oxelösund, like 100 kilometers south from Stockholm.
Okay.
And I'm teaching them Swedish, but I'm also coaching them to get into the labor market.
Right.
How to learn the unwritten rules of the workplaces.
What about language? How are you managing for language?
Well, we have language teaching as well. I'm involved in that as well, but there are mainly language groups for that. But I have a special European Union funded project where we work with the labor markets.
Yes, but when you are coaching them, what language are you speaking?
In Swedish and a few words Arabic here and a few words of Tigrinya there, and sometimes we use interpreters.
Right, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it's kind of a difficult
you mentioned
words, expressions.
Tigrinya, what's that?
That's Eritrea.
Oh, Eritrea. Okay.
We have a lot of people from Eritrea.
I see, really. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and in the Syrian crisis, how many did you get? I mean, Turkey had about 5 million immigrants.
Yeah, well, Sweden had a big deal of Europe's
Leftovers.
Yeah. So
how many?
I don't really know how many they took, but it's incredibly
Millions.
many. Yeah.
Would it be millions?
No, not millions, but Sweden has 8 million population. So
Right,
still they
right.
took like Finland took far less, and they are complaining much more.
And what's the population of Finland?
5 millions.
Okay. I know nothing at all about Finland except they've got vodka.
But Finland, yeah, but Finland has a completely different history. We've had 5 years of war. We had a war of independence, a civil war,
Really?
and then during the Second World War, 5 years of war against Russia. So Sweden has been neutral the whole time. So they are more wealthy and more prepared and more open-minded to receive these refugees, but Finns are like they have to get used to it slowly.
But the the language that you have is
completely different from the other.
It's like Hungarian, Estonian, and
Turkish.
And Turkish, which is probably why you took to it like a duck to water.
I didn't. But it's a distant.
A distant
relative.
cousin. What's the name of that group of languages?
Ural Altaic languages.
Wow. Never heard of it. Yes. I knew there was a connection because I'm a linguist myself.
Yeah. It's very interesting because sometimes I find words and I start to, wonder where it came from, and I find the root. It's like being a language detective.
Etymology, it's called.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yes.
Really interesting.
Yes. Oh well, and you've actually got a new life for yourself in Sweden now.
Yeah, I've settled down in the old part of the city, in a small a fishing community, and I have an old house that I rent.
Right.
Which is 100 years old.
And your daughter is there?
No, my son is in Sweden, but he lives in Stockholm.
Oh, I see. But wait a minute. But who? You say your granddaughter is in this village, or actually in Stockholm?
She's in Stockholm. So
I see.
I'm but it's only 1 hour away.
Okay, I've been to Gamla Stan.
Gamla Stan.
Yeah, I've actually been there only for the day, but it was lovely.
Yeah, we're going there with my students now. We're going to visit a cooperative in Stockholm, where refugee women have created jobs for themselves, and they're printing fabrics that they have sold to European Union, to Brussels.
Wonderful.
And they got even a medal from the king, Swedish king.
Fantastic. Yes. Yeah. I recognise Syrian textiles, and I actually have a jacket which I bought in Istanbul, made by a Syrian, and it's camel hair. And it's got embroidery and Syrian textiles mixed into it. Absolutely fantastic.
Lovely. Send it to me.
What?
I need it. It's colder in Sweden.
Anyway, lovely talking to you. Hope to meet you again in London, Antalya, who knows, maybe even Stockholm. You never know in life. Thank you so much, and don't forget to follow your dream.
Thank you.
Bye.